The Barrowfield home for treatment of the melancholy is an exclusive sanitarium set in the middle of the moon's forest in the year 1923. It is here that Veronica Brinkley has come at the insistence of her wealthy husband to undergo treatment for her depression. The radical and aggressive methods of Dr. Cole have produced some incredible results. In his brain surgery, he applies the seemingly miraculous silk of the now extinct giant lunar spiders directly to the affected portions of a patient's brain. The doctor is assisted in his work by one of the Alabaster Scholars, a cultic group that venerates the spiders and believes they may yield secrets to manipulating time and space despite being dead. As her treatment begins, Veronica does not understand everything that is happening and is even unsure if she deserves to be healed. But she knows she has felt a kinship with the moon ever since she was a little girl. Under the ministrations of Dr. Cole and the Alabaster Scholar, however, she and the other patients begin to undergo a shocking transformation that both frightens and fascinates Veronica. I received a copy of Crypt of the Moon Spider from Mindy, and you can see what she's reading on her channel, appropriately named Mindy's Book Journey. There is a link in the description if you want to see what else she's up to, besides being cool and generous. The back blurb calls this novella by Nathan Ballingrud a dark and dreamy tale of horror, corruption, and identity, which certainly rings true. Even though it's less than 100 pages, Crypt of the Moon Spider manages to successfully include body horror, psychological horror, and cosmic horror. I'll also say that anyone with arachnophobia will find this story deeply distressing. Even when the book isn't reaching for horror, it remains persistently weird. Part of this weirdness is a matter of being in the heads of characters who have reason to doubt themselves, their sanity, and their perceptions of the world. If their doubts were unfounded before their treatment, it is certainly the case afterward. Along with this is the mixture of Gothic and 1920s pulp aesthetics that is both strange and disorienting, but also surprising and engrossing. One way to describe Crypt of the Moon Spider is to imagine if Charlotte Perkins Gilman, Edgar Allan Poe, and Clark Ashton Smith all co-wrote the yellow wallpaper as part of the Cthulhu mythos for publication in a pulp serial. If you can think along those lines, you'll start to grasp the overall atmosphere and shape of this story. Crypt of the Moon Spider is supposed to be the first in a trilogy, with the sequel arriving in October 2025. Now is probably a good time to read a copy of this story to get on board and prepare yourself for Cathedral of the Drowned and whatever weirdness and terror it promises. But what do you, the audience at home, think? Does this story sound like something that would interest you, or is it too weird? Are you familiar with Ballingrud's other works like North American Lake Monsters, Strange Wounds, or Monsterland? Are you excited for the rest of the Lunar Gothic trilogy? Be welcome to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my peculiar notions. If you appreciate this channel and want to support it, you know what to do. You can also take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel of another YouTube creator you enjoy, or the algorithm will replace your cranial neurons with lunar spider silk. Until next time. read some good horror stories, live, and be well.